All right, back again on the scene. I know I'm crispy and clean. All right, you all here to do another pick a card reading. This time we're going to get some messages from the universe. You never know what's going to happen in these. I might cry, I might shout, I might sing, I might dance. You don't know. So it's going to be a surprise for us all. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, guys. May not resonate with everyone. Should it resonate with you, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments. Give me that thumbs up, because YouTube be tripping, man. If it doesn't fit, don't force it. If it doesn't fit, let it fly. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Take the bits and pieces that resonate with you, leave everything else on the dance floor, and moonwalk your jive ass on away from it. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, the information for that is down below. If you'd like to book a life coaching session with me, because I am a certified professional life coach, meaning I went to school to study the art of life coaching, you can find the link down below for that. If you want to book a magic ritual with me, the link is down below. And if you are interested in about 80% of the decks that I use on this channel, you can find a link below. And if you want to donate to my surgery or to the channel, you can find all the links and my address below. Thank you to everyone who has commented, liked, shared, subscribed, donated to my surgery, to the channel, to my well-being, to just giving of your energy in a very positive way fills me up and my heart is full. I'm so thankful for you all. I'm so thankful to be consistent for this week and a half. And thank you for all the suggestions too. The last 3 picker cards have been suggestions. So yeah, man, tribe. That's us. So if you want to follow me on Instagram and or Twitter, the name is The Red Pill Pusher. And on Facebook, I have a group called the Braveheart Experience. We have 3 choices before us today. Choice number 1 is potential. Choice number 2 is flow. And choice number 3 is power. No one man should have all that power. I'll drink some water because I'm about to cough. So on the count of 3, guys, we're going to take our deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Pick your card. Is it going to be potential? Is it going to be flow? Or is it going to be power? Let's get into it. So universe, people who chose potential, what messages do you have for them? What do they need to know, universe? People who chose potential, what do they need to know? What do they need to know, universe? People who took, oh, okay. Okay. Ace of Air. People who chose potential, what do they need to know, universe? We have, oh, this card keeps coming out. We have 6 of Earth, breakthrough. We have Daughter of Water. People who chose potential, universe. What messages do you have for them? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? Okay. Why do I keep hearing that? What do they need to know, universe? People who chose potential. What do they need to know? What messages do you have for them? Ooh, torment. People who chose potential, universe. What messages do you have for them? What? Grandmother or the Empress. Come through, number 1. What messages do you have for them? What messages do you have for them? The Lovers. What messages do you have for them? We have stagnation. And one more. And we have Father of Fire. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Son of Air. Want to pull from one more deck because I'm not doing extended on this. So, universe, what messages do you have for the people who chose potential? We have bad health. What messages do you have for people who chose potential, universe? You have mature woman. What messages do you have for the people who chose potential, universe? You have despair. And you have journey. Bottom of the deck, you have toil and labor. All right. First thing I'm hearing is listen. Listen. There is so much ancient wisdom in you. I feel like a lot of you all were very close to your grandmothers, and the lessons that your grandmother taught you, or just someone that you viewed as a grandmother, or someone with some ancient wisdom, some ancient knowledge, things that soothe your soul are upon you right now, but you won't listen. You've run yourself ragged. You've been very analytical, never felt like you quite fit in despair, thinking about a lot of things, wondering why people don't get you, wondering why no one understands you, wondering why sometimes you feel as though you don't even understand yourself. You feel like your life has been stuck. It's just stagnant. Things aren't flowing anymore. Things aren't moving anymore. You're not clear about which direction you should go. Almost feeling like you're in a dark night of the soul and you're ready to take the journey through it and move on. But are you listening? Because those answers that you're seeking outside of yourself can only be found within. The universe has been speaking to you. You feel there's a disconnect, but there is none. There's a merging happening within you with your inner yin and yang. Your grandmother showed you the way. This journey you're embarking upon, this darkness that you're traveling through, your grandmother showed you the way. There's some woman in your life with ancient wisdom who taught you lessons about how to make it through. Are you listening? She's with you now. Sometimes we have to go into that quiet too. Sometimes we have to use that darkness for our own well-being. The darkness is not here to scare you. The darkness is here to allow you to grow, develop, and unfold, and to be born again. You have these lessons within you, but you keep looking outside of yourself for them. And that's why you feel disconnected, because these lessons are embedded in your DNA. The answers to the questions are right beside them. I think that many of you have buried yourself in work because you feel like your personal life is just a mess. You feel like you don't know how to streamline things. You don't know how to clear things out. I feel like you need to get your ass up and clean your kitchen. I feel like you need to straighten your house. I feel like you need to rid your house of the clutter of the past. You're holding on to something that no longer serves you, and you are punishing yourself for something that you feel you did was wrong. You're not off track. You're not off course. You're right where you need to be. You're looking for something that can only be found within you. Listen. In your quietude, there is clarity. There is something that is blossoming within you. You are giving birth to yourself, and all of these things that are falling to the wayside that you feel you are losing are not being lost. They will be replaced with something so much better, something so much more radiant and luminous, but they no longer serve you. And so let them go. Stop trying to hold on to things that do not vibrate with you energetically. You are only going to keep yourself in a space and place of suffering. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to allow yourself to embrace new ideas, new adventures, new ways of thinking. Be open to humbling yourself to know you know nothing. So listen. Listen more than you speak. Befriend the solitude and the quietude that is upon you. Forgive yourself for whatever wrongdoings that you feel that you have done unto others. You are suffering and your health is being affected by that. Instead of seeing the glass as half empty, see it as half full. There's so much opportunity before you and so much potential, so much fertile ground for you to create with. But you're afraid of your own greatness. Why? There is a warrior spirit within you. There are drums around you. Your entire spiritual guide, your family, they are beating to the sound of your soul's nature. Like, you have the spirit of a wild bull. You can see your way through anything. You can knock down any walls. You feel like you've lost yourself somewhere along the way. You're not losing anything. You are shedding what no longer serves you. There's so much creativity within you. Bring it back to life. Resurrect it and allow it to come through. This next phase of your life will be a new and improved you. It will be a you that adopts that wisdom that is in the air all around you, embracing you, that your grandmother used to speak into your ear. Just listen. You have the answers within you. The clarity is upon you. The breakthrough is here. You may feel like you don't love things or you just don't vibe with things anymore. And it's because you're keeping yourself in a place of suffering instead of allowing yourself to grow and just surrendering to what is. There's so much newness upon you. Either a resurrection or a new relationship is coming towards you. A new creative venture is coming. You're about to be more clear than you ever have been in your life if you would just silence yourself and listen. The answers are all around you. Some of you will be taking a trip, a vacation, a getaway, a spa day. You need to spend more time taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself. This is your time. This moment is for you. This really isn't about anything or anybody else but you. You spending time with your spirit guides and understanding or understanding what they are saying to you. They are breathing the answers into your ear if you would only listen. Stop trying to overdo things. Stop trying to fix all of these relationships that you feel that you've damaged. There's a way to forgive yourself, to release yourself from that bondage. Some of you all have damaged or stagnant relationships with your mother. Let it go. She did the best that she could, and you did the best that you could. So many of you all are holding yourselves accountable for pain that others caused you. Let it go and forgive yourself. The only thing standing in your way right now is you. You are standing in the way of your true potential. You are standing in the way of your true work. You are standing in the way of your true purpose. The clarity is around you if you would just listen. Let it go. Everything that no longer serves you. The universe is not interfering. There is nothing happening to you but healing. Be patient with yourself in this process because you will resurrect yourself and give birth to yourself, and you will stand before the sun again. Things will become amplified. Your life will be expanded. Your wealth, your health, your creativity. There's so much raw power within you. Whatever this creative gift is that you are to bring to us, whether it is writing, art. Some of you have some gardens that need to be tended to. Get back to yourself. You've lost track of who you truly are because you've wasted so much time thinking that you deserve to suffer, thinking that you don't deserve true love, thinking that you will never be happy. The sun shines upon you now. And all these fake facades have to fade away. And this prison that you're holding yourself in needs to be replaced by this pathway. Some of you all need to speak to somebody, or someone is wanting to speak to you. I feel like you will be reconciling a lot of relationships in your next season. Let it happen. Release the past, release yourself from the past, and release these other people from the past. Make space for yourself. This is what is being whispered into your ear. Just listen. You're not off track, you're not off course. Just listen. You are right exactly where you need to be. And it may seem dark right now, but you will once again stand before the sun. That's what I have for you if you chose reading number 1, which is potential. If you like to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, I'm the Red Pill Pusher. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, I have a group called the Braveheart Experience. You don't want to do shit else, your ass better listen. Moving on to read number 2, universe, flow. So universe, people who chose flow. What messages do you have for them, universe? What messages do you have for the people who chose flow, universe? 5 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords came out in the first reading. Strength card. What messages do you have for people who chose flow, universe? 8 of Cups. What messages do you have for people who chose flow, universe? Six of Cups. What messages do you have for people who chose flow, universe? Knight of Swords. What messages do you have for people who chose flow, universe? King of Swords. 6 of Swords. One more. 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. What messages do you have for the people who chose flow, universe? Whoa. We have High Honor. We have Courthouse. And we have Occupation. What messages do you have for the people who chose flow, universe? We have Change. Bottom of the deck, we have Marriage. So for far too long, you were trying to dam up the flow. You were taking the universe's job into your own hands, and you were trying to figure out the how, and that is not your domain. How will I make this happen? How will I make them happy? How will I make me happy? How can I keep us together? How can I overextend myself to the point of exhaustion? Because that's what happened. You didn't surrender to the sweetness of the hummingbird. You weren't clear on this. Your person that is in question has their own demons to face, and you cannot face them for them. Though you can tame the demons within them and you can silence them for a very temporarily, for a temporary period. It's not going to be permanent until they do that job themselves. You have a very deep connection here that you had to walk away from, or someone walked away from. And now that someone who walked away is feeling bad, feeling remorseful, feeling resentful, feeling regretful, feeling like their time has passed them. It has not. You did what you were supposed to do. You finally stopped and you surrendered and you allowed things to be. And because you stopped trying to dam up the flow, the person that you walked away from is finally given the space to move. Yes, this came to an end, but that doesn't mean that it's over. There's an elevation upon us. There's an evolution happening within you all. A lot of these egoic waves had to be released. You took a risk. You took a leap of faith. And I believe that it will turn out good. Whether you reunite with this person or not, you got the lesson. And the lesson was to choose yourself first. And you feel awful about that. And I feel like it's because you've always put others before yourself. Why don't you feel worthy of love? That's the real question. What about the demons inside you? No one has ever stopped to try to tame those. You put your darkness to the side and you embraced others in their darkness, and you tried to illuminate their darkness to show them that there was nothing to be afraid of, yet you sit in fear constantly. These same people have not shown up for you. And when they do, it's just so you can provide them with that temporary feeling of highness. And you are drained and you are exhausted because you keep showing up for these other people as this healer, absorbing their energy, absorbing their darkness, taking it upon yourself to transmute it. You've not made time for yourself, for your own darkness. And so at a certain point, this all exploded. It collapsed. It had to. No one can keep that up. That was not your job in life. So the universe stepped in. Because for you and this one person in particular that there's this strong connection with, that you all have done this entire dance of reincarnation with time and time again, change had to happen. Both of you all were complacent. Both of you all were stuck. Both of you all were stagnating. Both of you all were dead, because if there is no growth, what are we? Energy moves. It must. We dam up the flow of energy, it backfires. Energy moves. It must find a way to move. And so you feel awful, you feel betrayed, you feel sad, you feel exhausted, you feel resentful. Feel all of these emotions of darkness. Why? Because you never dealt with your own darkness. So now you've just taken on everybody else's darkness, especially this person's, and you've made it yours. And now you got to deal with your own shit, but you're still trying to shake off everything that you absorbed from them. Who are you? Do you know? Who are you truly? Strip away the layers and look at yourself. Who are you? I'm not asking you who you are per your job, or who you are per your lover, or who you are per your family. Who are you? What has happened to you in your childhood to make you afraid of being who you truly are permanently? I feel like people come around you, and these people who come around you looking for a healing, looking for some cathartic experience, looking for a way to rid themselves of all the energy and all the darkness that they are incapable of releasing themselves. Those are the same people who criticized you for your life choices. And now they seek you out. And sometimes you get astonished yourself by this. But you're not clear on who you are, because once they release these energies and give them to you and you absorb them, they're gone again. People are always in and out of your life. Lovers have always been in and out of your life. Nothing seems to be consistent except you. Who are you? This period that you find yourself in is so full of life right now. And it may seem very dark, and you may have a lot of questions, and you may feel like you don't know how many more times you can change, evolve, grow, and develop and unfold. You give permission to you give people the permission to take a leap of faith. You give people the permission to jump. You give permission to people to be who they are. You absorb all of their pain and you forget yourself. Who are you? And who is this inner child that is so broken and battered, who feels so alone, who has so much to heal from, but covers that by healing others? This child has not been able to grow up because this child has not been recognized, not even by you. You've hidden this childhood trauma. Why? I don't feel you have anyone to bounce that trauma off of. You have no one to go to say, you hurt me. Because anybody that you go to and say that to will be defensive automatically. And you know that you will not, quote unquote, win in that situation. So how will you heal these traumas? You got to stop ignoring yourself and look at yourself. You can try to preoccupy yourself with all these other things, people, and places. You can put on a brave face and walk away from them the same way that they walk away from you. But at the end of the day, you just want to be chosen, but you haven't even chosen yourself. Who are you? You validate yourself by your work. You validate yourself by your spiritualism. You validate yourself by all of these high honors in this physical world. But you know in truth, none of those things validate you. You balance this entire universe. You were not a mistake. You have not been forgotten. You have great happiness upon your horizon. The moment you recognize and remember who the fuck you are, the world will take notice and they will bow at your feet. Stop hiding in shame. Stop temporarily coming out and telling people what it is that you do and how you can help them, only to run away again because that was never accepted when you were younger. You may have been thought of as strange. You were left alone. You were a loner in your own right. And you got good with it. You got really comfortable with it. You needed no one. I don't even feel like you spend or fill your moments with a lot of television or a lot of noise or a lot of preoccupying yourself with going places and doing things and being around people. You're good alone and you're good with your quietude, but you're not good with the physical side of things. See, you're grounded in your spiritualism and you always have been. No one nurtured that in you when you were younger, but as you grew up, they were able to see that you had the power and you had the strength to remain consistent to the truth of your nature while everyone was criticizing you, pointing fingers at you, calling you strange and ostracizing you. You remain true to yourself through all of that, and now you have a difficult time merging over into the physical realm, being around all of these people who you just think are dumb anyway because they just don't get it, because they don't get you, but neither do you. Who are you? Get back to that. Say your affirmations. What is your story? What do you complete the sentence of I am? Who are you? Recreate your story and see it through and stop dimming your light. This physical world needs your spiritual element. This physical world needs your mysticism. This physical world needs your strangeness. There is so much beauty in everything that was misunderstood in you. until you stop walking away from all of this that you need to heal within yourself and stop walking away from you, no one will ever remain in your life. And for the most part, a lot of these people, places, things, and lovers are not to remain in your life because you only attract them so you can assist them in healing. You're a healer. But you are your first person. You are your first patient. You are your first recognition of self. You find yourself in disbelief so much when you're able to help others. When will you help yourself? Who are you? It's time to love on yourself. It's time to be truthful with yourself, and it's time to find your illumination so that you can heal yourself once and for all. You have the Four of Swords followed by the Star card. You may feel so rejected in life, but if you only knew your power, rejection would be the last thing that you feel. You are so true to yourself. Even when others show up in their shadow, you remain consistent with that. There's peace here. You're being gifted with an opportunity to face yourself, to face these traumas, and to face this feeling of never being chosen. Choose yourself, and others will choose you too. And this relationship that I'm seeing going on here, I wouldn't even worry about that. This person will actually be back, but this person is on the same journey that you're on. You're embarking upon a journey of change. Will you reintroduce yourself to the world unashamed, whole, and more radiant than you've ever been before? Stay the course. Don't give up. And know that you are never alone. And that's what I have for reading number 2. So, you like to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, the name is The Red Pill Pusher. And on Facebook, I have a group called the Braveheart Experience. If you don't want to follow me in none of them places, you ain't gotta, but stay down, y'all. It's a marathon. All right, last one. Power. No one man should have all that power. All right, universe. People who chose power, what messages do you have for them? What messages do you have for them, universe? People who chose power, what messages do you have for them? What messages do you have for them, universe? You have the Nine of Swords. What messages do you have for them? You have the Six of Cups. What messages do you have for the people who chose power? Whoa. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. What messages do you have for people who chose power? What messages do you have for the people who chose power, universe? You have the Seven of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. You have the Nine of Cups and you have the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. What messages do you have for the people who chose reading number 3? Power. What messages, universe? What messages? You have courtship. You have message. You have occupation. One more. You have false person. Bottom of the deck, You have great fortune. You are stopping yourself. You are stopping yourself. You are stopping yourself. You're stopping yourself. You are obsessing over a situation that had lessons to bring to you, and a great lesson of healing. You are wanting these things so bad. You want these things so bad. You want this person so bad that you are willing to do anything to be the center of their world and the center of their attention. You are obsessing. You are obsessing. Stop. When we obsess over love, we embrace fear. Where one is, the other cannot be. Neither of you showed up as your true selves. Both of you all worked to appease the other. You became who you thought the other wanted you to be. You were not being your true self, and you have to ask yourself why. Because what you did in the midst of all of this, by wearing all of those masks and by them wearing all of those masks, is you relinquished your power and you embraced fear. And you wonder why you're obsessing now, because you're no longer the center of their world and you're trying to get back in, and you don't understand why you all were repelled against each other. It's because you were wearing a mask and not comfortable and showing your true self. There are issues that have always been around. There are areas of opportunities where you have been gifted with an opportunity to grow and to look at your own self-worth and your own self-value and heal yourself and understand why you matter to the whole of the universe. And you continue to reject that when you are distracted by what you consider love. This is not love. You have to elevate in order to embrace love. This is fear. Nothing more. Your fear got the best of you and it pushed everything away. And that continues to be, this continues to happen. This is your pattern. And you sit and you talk to the universe and you question the universe. You keep giving your power away. Why? Love bombing, texting, calling. I got to get them back. Calm the fuck down. When are you going to pour all of that energy into yourself? There are so many other things that you could be so great at if you would just pull back that energy, heal those parts of you that make you obsessive, that part of you that relinquishes your power, that part of you that's not sleeping or eating because you think in somewhere in your mind, in your distorted mind, that that's what you should be doing if you're separated. If I long for them, they'll long for me, and then we can be together. That's not how this works. You are pushing them away. And not only are you pushing them away, when you obsess about anything in your life, you're repelling that thing. Then you look at your life and you wonder why your life is so dark. It's because the very thing that you are manifesting, you obsess about, so you push it away. Surrender it. Let it go. You are so powerful and able to manifest things in the blink of an eye. But it's like that child, that baby that you leave with a puppy and they squeeze the puppy's neck, not understanding that that puppy is suffocating. They just see something cute and cuddly and they want to hold it, thinking that they're nurturing it, that they're helping it, but they smother it. Your expectations are in the way. Your idea of fitting in is in the way, not just in love, in life. You're trying to live up to other people's ideas of what you should be, live up to other people's ideas of what you should be doing, of how your life should look. What is your idea of it? What is your truth? Do you even know? Why are you so worried about how others view you? Why are you so worried about what others think about you? Why are you so worried about putting on for the gram? Why are you so worried about how you look in front of these people that you love? Why are you so worried about everything else but you and your own healing? And then you sit and you think and you wonder and you can't understand why they don't come back, why they're not around you, why? Because of you. You are the answer to all of those questions. You are the beginning and the end. When will you stand in your power? And furthermore, why are you afraid of your power? If you are so capable of manifesting so quickly, why would you not embrace that power and use it for your good instead of hurting and harming yourself and keeping yourself stuck in a rut because you're trying to live up to other people's ideas and dreams of who and what you should be? What is yours? Do you know? No one can wear a mask forever. No one can put on a face or an identity of something that they think someone else wants them to be and thrive. No one can. There's something within you that needs to be healed. There's some type of lack mentality where you feel that your worth is compromised that needs to be healed. It's causing your anxiety. It's causing your obsessiveness. It's causing you to lose sleep at night. It's causing you to be agitated and irritated. It's causing you to feel as though you have ADHD. It's causing you to be jittery. It's causing all of that overwhelming electric pulse within you. It's radiating because you're so powerful. You just have to learn how to harness your energy. Harness your energy. Harness your energy. Stop allowing it to get the best of you. You are so powerful. Harness your energy. Snap out of this addictive behavior. Snap out of this. It's not benefiting you, it's not assisting you, and it's not attracting anything to you. You are in a state of repelling. You repel. Your obsessiveness is pushing everything and everybody away. You are repelling. Get out of the idea that you need all of these techniques and you need these steps and you need all of this stuff to manifest whatever it is that you're doing. If you are using the law of attraction right now, step away from that because you're over obsessing about things and you are creating suffering. Your creations are coming out and manifesting very dark and very twisted. Calm down. Just calm down. Stabilize yourself. There's growth here waiting for you with the Knight of Pentacles into the King of Pentacles. There's growth here waiting for you, but you've got to calm down because you're repelling things and people away from you because of this right here, because of how you truly feel about yourself. Something about you is saying, I'm not worth love. I'm not worth happiness. And you're ending your great fortune before it even begins because you're not stabilized, because your powers are so magnificent and you don't know what to do with them. You don't know how to breathe. But it's because you're obsessing about that. Get out of the techniques. Just stop. Take a deep breath and calm the fuck down. You are entering a period where you will be able to better harness this power that you have within you. You got to go back and start from scratch. Break away from the techniques. Break away from the steps. Stop overanalyzing every single thing, every item, every detail. Just flow with it. You are going to learn how to harness this power. You're going to remove this mask. You're going to deal with your own self-worth and your own self-value. You have to deal with yourself. This relationship will not will not thrive. These people around you that you keep trying to impress will fall to the wayside. Nothing will happen for you or come into the light of day until you deal with yourself first. Stop love bombing people. Stop reaching out to people. Just calm down and work on removing your own mask. Work on harnessing your own power and trust the universe will guide you and lead you to where you need to be. That is the message that I have for you. Stay down. It's a marathon.